Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for serious people who want to do serious tarot. We are not going to do the lollipops and rainbows kinds of readings, which in my estimation, and I've been doing tarot for over 20 years, most tarot readers do. They like to throw out tons of cards, mix up the message, come at you from all different directions, just in the hope that you find some card, some one thing they say that connects you. More cards they put out, the more bullshit it is, in my opinion. That's why what you see on the screen is specifically aimed at what you see on the screen. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it direct. I want to keep it focused. 4 tarot cards, what I happen to call the kind of the overall feeling card in the middle. Okay? That middle card is not tarot, but it kind of sets the mood for the reading. Alrighty? You don't see me because I'm an old man. Coming up to 75. Who the hell wants to look at an old man? Get out of here. So I'm not going to infringe in that regard. But more to the point, I want you to focus on those cards. I want you to focus on what I'm saying. I want you to feel it. You can close your eyes. You go get a cup of coffee. Go make a sandwich. You can still listen. And in the simple act of listening, you are creating images, pictures, sensations inside your brain. It's a God-given gift. We all have the ability to manifest. Unfortunately, because of the way we are socially conditioned, the puppet masters aim to keep us down. They want us to feel like peasants. They want us to act like sheep. So because of that, when we start to manifest, and I would imagine that gets to, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the brain has to be developed enough so you're kind of self-aware. I don't know that a 3 or 4-year-old is looking at anything but what's in front of them. But once you get to that point, you can then begin to create the pictures and create your future. But because we have been pushed down as individuals, that's the plan. You can't control people who are autonomous. You got to make them feel like a piece of shit, which they're doing. More ways than one these days. But anyway, if you make them feel lousy about themselves, they will manifest negatively. How many times in your life have you went, oh, geez, man, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope I don't run into them. I hope. It's negative. And damn it, if it doesn't come out exactly what you didn't want. Well, it's manifesting. You're doing everything that you need to do to manifest, but in a negative way. Not that you're stupid, not that you're useless, not that you're wasted. You have been conditioned to fit in with what they tell you. Okay? That's the difference. So what I'm trying to do now is inspire you. So it's a clean screen. It's a clean read. There is one and only one message. That's the frequency of the 4 tarot cards. That's it. By the time I'm done with this, you don't have to guess what the energy is. Somebody runs out 30, 40, 50 cards. They're just searching. They don't have a clue. They don't understand what tarot is all about. Tarot, I have discovered after 20 years, is the science of potential. Tarot, in my 20 years, I've never seen it predict anything. Oh, maybe once in a while they'll luck out. But then doesn't predict anything. It's not meant to. It's meant to put an energy, a frequency in front of you and go, does this fit? Yes or no? If it does, green light, go like hell. Take off. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Eventually they're gonna match. May take a day, may take a week, a year. It doesn't make any difference. At some point you're gonna match. And it's the same thing, by the way, with readings. And I've done tarot for 20 years. I've done numerology and astrology for over 50. That's 50. Astrology and numerology are the science of cycles. If you understand the cycles, you can kind of loosely predict the future. That is to say, and I do this almost every day because I want you to understand the concept. Pluto was in a certain place in the zodiac July 4th, 1776, when we signed the Declaration of Independence. Pluto's been hanging around that same spot the last year or so. Take a look at what's happened in the country. Take a look at what's happened in the world, but especially in the country, because that energy from 1776 is coming forward. And in fact, in 2076, not 76, 2026, coming up in a year and a half, we'll have our 250th anniversary if we're still around as a country. You never know. But the point of the matter is we're seeing that same energy because it just didn't happen in 1776. It led up 20, 30, 40 years ahead of time. Built. And that's what's been going on here. Little bits and pieces, little clues, little incidents that were kind of moving you in a direction to the point where we're here today. Now, I'm wishing the best for the new administration, but I am only giving them between now and 2026, a year and a half from now. I want to see what they do for the middle class. I want to see what they do for the poor. I don't give a damn about the rich. The rich have enriched themselves to historic proportions. They've stolen from not just Americans, but people in the world for years. And it's been planned. We're not going to get into that. That's a whole separate, although at some point maybe I'll do a podcast about that. But anyway, we've come to the realization something funky been going on. We're beginning to put the parts and pieces together. I want to see what this current administration does. They're saying some things that I'm very encouraged by. They're saying some things that I am not encouraged by. I have a lot of hope. I have very little faith. I am past the point, like many people, of listening to what a politician tells me. I want to see what they do. Mark Twain said politicians are like diapers. You need to change them often and for the same reason. He was right. He said that over 150 years ago. It's right. You can go back to the Roman what would they call it, Congress? They had their government run back into Greece. Politicians have always been lowly worms, with few exceptions. Once in a while, someone sparks up, rises above the crowd. And if they don't kill them, maybe they can get something done. But politician and manure should be the same, interchangeable words. They're spineless, have no backbone, no integrity, and for the most part, no intelligence, with few exceptions. We'll see how it all turns out, but you see the energy. 1776, 2026, you see the energy, and that's what numerology and astrology is like. Tarot's not like that. Here's the frequency, boom, what can you do with it? I don't feel it. Don't worry about it. I do a brand new read every day, 365. We'll catch it tomorrow, next week, next month. Don't worry. At some point, it's going to show up for you. And when it does, like I said, you get the green flag, go. Until then, just check in every day, see if you can pick up, learn anything, gain some new insights, etc., etc., etc. That's what it's all about. And it's the same, by the way, for astrological and numerological readings. You get out of 10 people, 1 person to 2 people are going to get it. The rest, it's nice, but it doesn't move me. That's okay. I'm not expecting perfection. I'm hoping for incremental growth. You light the match that lights your candle, which allows somebody else to light a candle, somebody else to light a candle. We are on the brink. For the first time in recorded history, that's going back 7,000 years. We know there's more human history than that, but it's so far back, we can't tie all the pieces together. We just see what they left behind and went, whoa. So in the last 7,000 years, we've never had the ability to wipe out all of mankind. We got it now. Possibility of nuclear war. Possibility of us poisoning ourselves one way or another. Our food, our water, our air, our medicine. Kill ourselves off easily. In fact, there's been talk, Bill Gates talks about a black swan event that'll get rid of 95% of the world. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. So this is the first time. Oh, and I forgot. I don't want to get ahead of myself. We got the robots who along with this AI thing, and I don't think it's quite what they're selling us. I don't think it's prescient. I don't think it's human consciousness yet. It's just a lot of information controlled by algorithms, and I don't think they're anywhere near. But the point of the matter is this. We have so many things that we have to make our way through. You have to be inspired, and that's what I'm trying to do, inspire you. So I keep it simple, I keep it straight, I keep it clean, not language-wise, but in terms of message. And so today we find the oracle card, the one in the middle, new life. That's what everybody's looking for, new life. And that means a lot of things. And the question is, can we take care of that laundry list of things we need to do to have a new life? It's in our minds, it's the yellow brick road to Oz. But it's a long way to Oz. Here's the meme for today. You know, it's not really letting go of the past that's the problem. It's coming to terms with letting go of a possible future that'll never be. That's the struggle. The mind wants to keep its fantasies, even when they're wrong, unhealthy, dangerous, even cruel. Because to let go of the past, you have to let go of the future and live in the present. That's the conundrum. That's the conundrum. We're on the yellow brick road, but can we free ourselves to be able to take a walk? We'll see. Number in the left-hand corner is 39. 3 is lining up the energies in the mind, body, spirit, working together like a nice, finely tuned engine. 9 means you're coming to the end. 3 and 9 equal 12, which is also a 3. And it's not surprising, because what I've just said is you have to let go of the past, you let go of the future, you live in the present. What am I dealing with here and now? And that's why I don't do the bullshit tarot reads that other people do, because they're stupid. We're in a tough time. We're in an existential time. We got to be serious. We got to be focused. New life. The yellow brick road. Let's get to it. All the way to the left, we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, of course, are passion, enthusiasm, joy, gratitude. Nice stuff. You're plugged into life. And the Eight of Wands is an acceleration. It's movement. And that's what's happening in the world. They're pushing all kinds of things at us all the time. The reason being, they don't want to give you time to think. It's like, for example, when you go to buy something, a salesperson doesn't want you to go, well, I'll come back tomorrow. I want to think about it. No, they don't want you to think about it. Oh, limited supplies, you better hurry. They don't want you to think about it. We don't know how long this sale is going to last, so take advantage of it. They don't want you to think. And I feel like AI, artificial intelligence, is like that, because they're pushing AI from every single area you can. Your business has to run AI. You have to do this AI. You have to do this and that and the other AI. They don't want you to think. And so the Eight of Wands says, yes, you're going to be confronted with a barrage of bullshit. And you're going to have to work your way through that. Next card is the Death card. Doesn't mean you're going to die. It means there's a transformation. There's a transition. There's a shedding. This, by the way, coincidentally, I think is the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. What do snakes do? They shed their skin. We're in a general number 9 year, universal 9 year, which is also shedding. You're going to find this year unbelievably liberating and frightening. Because in a manner of speaking, you're going to have your pants pulled down to your ankles in some form or fashion. You're going to have to confront something or some things. And in fact, coming up in the next 6 to 8 weeks, we got an eclipse. We have Mercury going retrograde, Venus going retrograde. Don't do anything in March. Don't make a decision. There's too many things that are going to change. You're going to be tempted. Oh, I got to do it. No, you don't. Don't do it. Live in the present. Don't go to the past. Don't go to the future. Live right here, right now. By the time we get into April, you're going to see why the hesitation in March and at the end of February here works for you. You'll get it. Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and an eclipse. And that's not considering the other planets. Just observe. Next card is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about victory. Talks about personal triumph. If you step back, don't let yourself get sucked in. If you don't live in the past, you don't live in the future, you live in the present. Just sit back for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Get into about maybe the middle of April. Then you'll be able to make a decision. You're that close to understanding things. That doesn't mean you're going to be victorious in the strict sense of the word, but you're going to see things that you don't see right now, and that may make a significant difference. And then at that point, we go to the Six of Swords, move forward. Step into the future. Now, what that means in the Six of Swords is talks about a change in thinking. What's coming up over the next 6 to 8 weeks? Again, take it probably to the middle of April just to be safe. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, the other planets doing what they're doing, plus we got the eclipse. Just observe. There's information coming in you don't have right now that you want, you're going to need for that new life and to take your trip down the yellow brick road to that new life. But you got to catch your breath. Keep yourself centered and focused in the present. Answers will come to you. New information will come to you. And when it does, you're going to thank yourself for being patient and waiting through this. It's a tough, tough time in a tough, tough time. But you can do it. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested reading. Between now and the next time you and I do tarot together, hopefully tomorrow. I look forward to it. Peace and blessings.